your presentation ready, sir?
Yes, very ready.
Have you shared it on the screen for us?
Yes, please. Yeah. You can tell me if you're unable to see anything, but I think I'm good.
All right. Good evening. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening, Mr. Dumba and colleagues.
Yeah, today is another Tuesday of our each one. And like we know, every Tuesdays, we come here to share what we have found in the field, what we have been practicing over the years. We learn from each other. Today, it could be, I was asking Mr. Herbert a few things about the A-level curriculum, and he was guiding me, and I know he was guiding some of you here as well. Last Tuesday, I was here sharing about computing, part 1. I hope to do that part two, maybe on another Tuesday. And today, we have Erick Ssebalamu on building a digital profile. As teachers of ICT, this, I think, is a very important topic for us today. What do we learn from him? However, before we start, I want to thank you all teachers for getting this time, waiting for almost 30 minutes to join us. And yeah, we learned something from Ssebalamu. I want to send a shout out to the people who make this possible. Shareability has been with us all the way ever since we started the Each One share series. We many of us know Shareability. If you want past papers, just go online to shareability.net and you'll get past papers at all levels, primary, A-level, and even tertiary institutions, even nursery, by the way. And then Eastern School of Computing has been part of this journey. And today we have a new partner on board, Tosmic Events. Tosmic Events is also an events company. If you have a wedding, an introduction, a birthday, the speaker, today's guest, Mr. Ssebalamu, is the CEO of Tosmic Events. And we are glad that he's now also part of the people supporting the Each One Teach One series. We have Wrapped Multimedia. If you've been to some WordCamps in Uganda, the graphics that you see are done by Wrapped. Wrapped Multimedia is a digital agency. They do graphics, business cards, calendars. They can brand your shop, your vehicle, your clothes, your uniforms, and stuff like that. So those are the people who have been helping us be here. Today, we have the pleasure of also having our president, Mr. Ruchamuzi. He's here, and shortly he said he's coming back, I think, because of some reasons. But now I want to welcome Mr. Ssebalamu. Take us through maybe 30 minutes of building a digital profile. What is a digital profile? How important is it to us? And stuff like that. So welcome aboard. Welcome to this session, Mr. Ssebalamu. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Dumba. I hope I'm very clear.
Yes, you are.
Okay, so I want to welcome all ICT teachers and other professionals who are on this call. It is a privilege that I am the guest presenting on a topic, building a digital profile. And since this is an association for ICT teachers, I prioritized more of empowering teachers to stand out online. The time may not be on our side, so I'm going to be a little faster, but of course trying to bring it out so well so that we can create time to learn from one another. So to start with, my name is Ssebalamu Erick Tom. I am an ICT teacher at St. Mark's College, Namagoma. I happen to be serving as the National Publicity Secretary for the ICT Teachers Association of Uganda, which organizes this every Tuesday. I also happen to be the Public Relations Officer of the DJs Association of Uganda. I handle social media for St. Mark and Zachary schools. Additionally, I also do graphics design. I am a DJ and events manager. and an entrepreneur at Tosmic Events. So basically that is about me. Now to start with, the topic is about building a digital profile. The first thing that we need to focus and look at is how do we unlock our digital potential, because this is now a different generation. We need to empower educators who are on the call to build impactful digital profiles that enhance visibility and opportunities. Ladies and gentlemen who are on the call, I would wish to draw your attention to understand that lately the generation has changed and there are a lot of things. Why did we have a comparison between an ordinary CV and a digital profile? First of all, we all grew up in a generation where CVs could matter a lot. You find that a lot of us have actually been employed because of our CVs, and the CV mainly talks about your past. A digital profile is different in that it is able to let people understand and predict your future. And before we understand how best to build a digital profile, we need to understand the importance of a digital profile. Like, what does it take for somebody to be strong online? Which strategies do we use to optimize our online presence? And how do we engage with visuals to expand our reach? And at the end of this call, I will expect that we can have an actionable work plan for sustainable growth. Now, the CV versus the digital profile. A CV is static, while a digital profile showcases your dynamic growth and skills. It enables educators to amplify their impact beyond the classroom walls through a strong online presence. I'll give an example. I am personally a teacher of ICT and mathematics, but you find that because of the digital profile or the digital presence, a session like this one, people who are on the call are able to know what I can do beyond just teaching. They are able to know which skills I have when it comes to ICT. They are able to know how best I can handle tasks outside the classroom. So the ordinary CV is one of the things that I would say are phasing out, because lately employers in different sectors are always looking for what else can you do. If somebody is able to trace for what you are able to do, because it is not like before where an individual could easily say, I studied from this school, I have an experience in this and that. It is now the work and the digital profile that has to speak volumes for you. 90% of the recruiters online today, they're utilizing online platforms to discover talent. I'll give an example. I have a colleague of mine who has been studying journalism for some time, and most of them, their main goal is to become maybe a serious journalist, work on a TV station, work on a radio station. But lately, you find that because of things like TikTok, you are able to have people employed on television stations because of the numbers that they have when it comes to social media. So it means these are people that are trying to build a profile online that people are able to see. Somebody is able to say, no, you know what, instead of taking my advert to NTV, maybe let me take my advert to a TikToker or somebody who has a strong following online, maybe on LinkedIn or something. So this shift emphasizes the importance of cultivating a strong digital profile to enhance visibility and career opportunities. Now, since this is an action plan where we expect results at the end of the call, these are the key steps for you to create an effective digital presence. We are not supposed to dictate that, you know what, every person in your profession, you need a Facebook account, you need a LinkedIn account, you need a TikTok account. No, the choice is yours. You have to choose 1 to 2 platforms to focus on. Why do I say 1 to 2? It is because it is hard to give all the platforms the necessary attention that they would deserve. So you choose 1 to 2 depending on your niche. For example, if you are a teacher or a professional, we strongly recommend LinkedIn. But then you could find that maybe for you, you are dealing with an audience that maybe understands something different. That maybe for you, your audience is in a different setting. You're having people that are more of entertainment and probably they are not professional. None of them has even time to go for LinkedIn. So what do we say? For professionals, choose 1 to 2 platforms. I'm saying 1 to 2 as a minimum, but you can go beyond that. Use a professional clear photo. Ladies and gentlemen, these days, I don't know, but people must go for photo shoots. If you're looking at the photos of of a lot of professional people, sometimes you can be able to tell. I'm going to be showing that in my next slide, the nature of photos that will not be so comfortable with. Then write a keyword-rich bio that showcases your skills. For example, I am a teacher, but what am I passionate about anyway? Highlight your relevant experience and accomplishments. Sometimes people take it to be bragging or sharing information online, but it is good to highlight your accomplishments. You are a teacher, you are in a profession, and then all the success that you've attained as a teacher is nowhere to be seen. Engage with content to build connections. I'll give an example. Some of us are following people that are already teachers, probably role models, and are already making it there. But then you don't engage with their content. Even in a situation where you have an opinion about something, you find that some people are unable to even say something or probably comment. Because if you are engaging with this content, it means these very people are able to begin noticing that, you know what, there is somebody called Dumba Steven somewhere. He's a web designer, he has this business and something like that. Then we have issues with photos. If you are having a professional digital profile, would advise that you make your headshot stand out. You have a professional look with proper lighting, a good shot, and a confident expression. If you're looking at the photo that we have in this slide on the right, it is true, there is possibility that this person was maybe a teacher or an engineer, dependingly. But the photo doesn't communicate it out. It is your confident expression that matters a lot. Now, what am I trying to mean? Not every photo deserves to be a profile picture. Not every photo deserves to be on the graphics that market what you do. So you make your headshot stand out. Let somebody just be able to look at your face and be able to tell, yes, this is a professional person. So it goes up to dressing code. It is not that we are not supposed to put on jeans and other things depending on what we are doing, but we are looking at a profile. What is that one thing that somebody is going to look at and be able to tell that, you know what, I need to link up and follow up this person. Now, recently, we advise a lot to use visuals because educators, 90% use visuals. And then you must have some 3 tools for creating content. The tools are many. Last week, but one, we were studying about the AI tools that can be empowered into education, the ones that you can incorporate into education. We're looking at the Grok and others. So if you're someone who has been following us closely, you must be able to tell, how has this been able to happen before? Now, you have class pictorials. The photo that I'm sharing on the right is a photo of my class. By just posting a photo of this kind, somebody is already looking into the picture and is able to tell that this is a teacher because you are looking at the profile. So you capture a lively and organized teaching moment. It is essential for showcasing your environment. The photos can help convey the energy of your lessons. They can be able to tell somebody your teaching style. However much, this one needs to be put into consideration. Avoid giving attention to particular student faces, because the whole point is that you are showing us an environment, you are not showing us individuals. So this is some of the content that you can post on your digital platform. Remember, we already chose our 2 platforms. We talked about creating a very engaging bio. We are now talking about what do you keep posting that brings it out so well. Now, we also advise that you must be having a graphics related content on your sites, because it doesn't make sense. There is some noise that is coming in. Okay, I hope the owner's muted. So I was talking about the graphic design. You must be having engaging graphics. I want to tell you, lately, it is hard for people to read even text messages. It is very, very hard. People want something that spans attention. If it is a school and they're talking about visitation day and they're sending text messages and somebody is posting it on their WhatsApp status with graphics, honestly, you cannot have the same attention when it comes to something like that. So we say you should use some bold colors and text to make your content stand out. Why? Because this is a brand. You're coming up with a brand of your own name. Then another thing is, let us network actively as professionals. Here, we are joining ITAU groups. Please comment on posts. I normally see that when you are into one of the Itau groups more often, you find that they are the same faces and names that normally keep commenting and sharing content in that line. When you are networking actively, you tag the presenter. For example, if somebody is posting about something in line with what you do, once in a while you tag them. It boosts visibility and support. These people are able to know that, you know what, there is a person called Lucham Zironat. He's a teacher of ICT. But according to how I normally see him showing up his content, when I begin tagging him, he's able to recognize that I need support here and there. And yet, we are all together against computer illiteracy. Remember, networking with visuals can double your engagement and opportunities. People are able to begin realizing that you exist, and that is the power of networking. This slide here is still talking about the networking, where you engage with people for personal branding. You share collaborative group shots. When you look at this, this is a photo Mr. Duma may not even be remembering. We took this photo some time back. But when I look at this photo, I am able to tap into Mr. Dumba's audience, because if I'm sharing and I'm posting about an activity that I did with him, it amplifies my digital presence into his audience directly, but he's also able to tap into my audience. So people who know me can easily network with him. People that I know can also be able, or the ones he knows can be able to network with me. Now we have what we call the inactive teacher. And we are saying your next job can't find you if you are not visible online. That is where we are heading. Long unemployment often starts with a blank digital profile. You are somewhere, they recommend you, then somebody says, no, I think he can be able to handle this task. And then some other person says, okay, what is his name? The moment they go into Google, LinkedIn, or any social media platform, they type in your name. The first photo they see is yourself, probably at the beach swimming. Completely nothing that relates with what you can do as a professional. So that is what happens. And then we have the visual creator. Here we are saying a scenario of Paul. His post will largely ignored. But then you begin engaging with hashtags that trend. If you are to be keen, most of the content that we post on our X platform for ICT Teachers Association of Uganda, you find that we have an hashtag of ICT Teachers UG, hashtags like each one teach one. People are able to follow up. And by the way, this is a tip that I realized with recent, that UNEB, learners are currently doing UNEB, senior fours, but you find an hashtag, #UCE 2025. You're able to realize how many schools are active online. I'll give an example now that many of us are teachers here. If you go to Twitter, I mean X, and then you put an hashtag, #UCE 2025. If you look at the number of schools that will be brought to you, it doesn't mean those are the only schools that are doing UNEB, UCE, but it is a sign that those are the people that are very keen when it comes to online visibility. Now, what are our actionable steps and engagement? We can have a simple 3-step plan, because remember, I already talked about you creating an account, which is by default very okay. I assume everybody has one. Yes, because if you are able to use Zoom, I believe it is easier to use a social media platform. It can even be Instagram, depending on where your audience is and your target audience. So update your profile and then create or share one visual. I'm saying by next month because this is a gradual process. But put it in mind, even if it is a happy new month with your face, your name, and stuff like that, then make it a point to connect with people that are within your niche as a professional. You could be a doctor and you're only interested in relating with doctors. You could be a teacher, you could be an engineer, and that is how people get visibility. So connect with some 5 people. I'm giving 5 as a minimum, but of course, to get better results, you must go an extra mile. Then, digital profile is your 24/7 CV, and you're saying use visuals. You do it now. Why? Because sometimes later becomes never. The moment you begin saying, you know what, I think I'll do this later, sometimes our dreams stop at that. Why? Because whatever we can do now, we assume we can do it later, but later normally becomes never. I think I deserve to close. I prefer to have questions in line with whatever we've been sharing. Otherwise, this is the direction to take. I don't have any questions in the chat, Mr. Dumba. I think I can get back over to you. Thank you very much.
Yes, thank you so much, Mr. Ssebalamu. You were really hitting the nail really hard, and I was getting every point. One thing I've learned from this thing, fun enough, is that we've been hearing these things, but maybe no one has been there to emphasize them. And Mr. Ssebalamu now emphasizes this, the thing that CVs are not enough. People are going online and searching for you, Yamira, that school there when you are recommended. The first thing the head teacher or administrator is going to do is look for you online and see if there's anything special that you are doing. So I want to thank you so much, Mr. Ssebalamu, for the actionable steps. There's something to say that 90% of our employers are looking for us online and what we are doing. Then I got the point that you get one or two platforms and concentrate on them. And sincerely, the people I've got in the last 5 years, the circles I have tapped into in the last 5 years, I can really attribute this to where I have been. I've gone to Twitter. I didn't go there so long ago. And now I noticed that while I talk to my buddies, the Toastmix, I also have the chance to speak to CEOs. Some are really slowly by slowly we are building it. And I wish I had started a bit earlier. Perhaps things would be far different. So I really like what you say. Something to do with clear photos. That was just also another one. Clear photos are really important. I want to give a chance to people online on the call if they have any question or something. If there's something that they would love to ask. Mr. Sematimba, Mr. Wamono, I can see you there. Mr. Wamono, Michael, you abandoned us, Vanange. You got so busy. Mr. Wamono was one of the sponsors of this Each One Teach One, but like you know, life has to, there's a way life takes us. There are things that life demands. So Mr. Wamono got a job somewhere, that's what I remember. Got so busy that Bambi time for Each One Teach One was little, but I'm glad that you're here with us today. So, yes, Wamono, your hand is up. Give us your view. Give us.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Dumba, and then thank you, Mr. Ssebalamu, for this wonderful presentation. Wamono Michael, at the same time, Mr. MK Graphics. I think most of you always see me when I'm posting, when I'm commenting about things in the Itaú and other groups, which brings us together as MK. However, I thank you, Mr. Dumba and the colleague, for this wonderful presentation of today. Indeed, it has been a while when I'm not attending this, as Mr. Dumba, you said, I think I abandoned that, but sometimes gets us, and we find ourselves occupied so much with a lot of things here and there. But when it comes to this, indeed, it is something good when it comes to teachers, but to everyone who wants to coordinate maybe with the other members or to connect with the other members. I personally, the online presence has helped me so much to connect with the people, to connect with the new faces, to connect with a lot of opportunities here and there because of my online presence. So I thank you, Mr. Ssebalamu, and I can say that we should encourage each one of us to always have that online presence. Personally, I've benefited a lot from the online presence using different platforms to engage with the clients, to engage with the people, to engage with the people who are out there and they need maybe our services, you just be there and you just find someone in your inbox is calling you, is giving you some good gigs, giving you some good opportunity. And you don't know this person, but because he has seen what you are doing from different platforms, maybe he has connected with someone and he has looked for you through online and they have got you, and then you get your opportunities. So to me, I can just credit Mr. Ssebalamu for coming up with this presentation, which is wonderful. And I will always also encourage all members who are online, who are connected, that please let us take this. If you have been not having that kind of online presence, it is the hard time right now to start having your profile in a digital format, such that you are opened up to very many opportunities out there. Thank you, Mr. Ssebalamu and Dumba, our modulator. I think I'm back to you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, thank you, Mr. Wamono, for your insights too. Do you have anyone else to add to what Mr. Wamono says or what Mr. Ssebalamu shared with us? Or is there someone promising himself to start on being serious on a platform? Anyone here, Vasebo, or anything related to each one, teach one or Itau? Kindly, before we close, I'd love to hear from one or two people. Anyone there?
Maybe
Okay.
Mr. Dumba.
Yes, Mr. Ssebalamu.
Yes, in line with the same, it can be an action plan for us as a team. Now that we are having an each one teach one, we can strategize to see how we improve capacity building amongst ourselves by tagging each other. This helps us to understand better what each one of us is doing and seeing how best to support one another. So we can make it a priority that, you know what, everybody here can follow the other. And again, you keep following up directly,
Right.
you give support where necessary. Thank you very much.
And what is your X handle?
I'm going to share that in the chat. I think it will be easier that way.
All right.
Yes, please.
Then by show of hands, who of us here has an X account? I think there's also, Mr. Mono has an X account. Can you please share your X handle in the chat?
Okay, Mr. Dumba, I'm going to share.
Yes, Mr. Herbert also has an X handle. Please, Mr. Herbert, also share your X so that we follow each other.
Okay, please.
Cosmic events is there. Teacher Gideon also has. Yes, Teacher Gideon, in the chat, please share your X handle. I want to follow these immediately. There is Cosmic Events and LinkedIn, Ssebalamu Erick Tom. I'm waiting for others before we close this. It's really been precise. Yes, please, Teacher Gideon. Teacher Gideon.
I'm Mr. Luswata.
Hey, Mr. Luswata.
Yes, Mr. Dumba. I have a question to Mr. Ssebalamu.
Yes, Ssebalamu.
So, Mr. Ssebalamu, these days we have a problem of people hacking our platforms. So, which strategies can we use to eradicate such problems concerning the online platforms we create?
Mr. Ssebalamu, the floor is yours.
Okay, thank you very much. First of all, I would wish that it is better to say prevention is better than cure. Because at the end of it all, I feel like we should mitigate the reason as to why we are hacked. Because in most cases, it comes as a result of tapping links that are not secure or probably that are unknown. However, now that we are dealing with a community that has ICT teachers, in our new curriculum, we have a lot to do with internet safety. In the same line with that, what I would advise Mr. Dumba, that is through you, our national coordinator, because if it is about information security and the online presence, I feel like it needs a full session of its own. I don't know, but that is my judgment, that it is not something where we are going to just give somebody just a one-time solution that, you know what, stop sharing these links, stop doing this, stop doing that. I feel like it can be organized as a topic independently, which we can get one of the Tuesdays and share fully and wholly, because we can leave out a lot if we try to discuss it in just a few minutes.
Master Amuno, is your hand still up? Okay. Because
Okay,
Mr.
thank
Luswata,
you. Yes, Mr. Dumba.
I know you are going back home, but not comfortable. I just have a few questions for you to add on to Mr. Ssebalamu's answer to you.
Yes, sir.
Do you have a national ID
Yes.
in your names?
Yes, sir.
Your lines, your MTN and Airtel lines, are they registered in your names?
Yes.
Now, the first sign of being hacked is that yes, that struggle to say yes. So it means you're so next to the hackers. Let me ask again. Are your SIM cards in your names, official names on the national ID?
Yes, sir.
All right. You have a Gmail account?
Yes.
You remember the password?
Yes, sir.
Have you attached one of your lines or both as recovery to your Gmail account?
Yes. I'm using Airtel.
Airtel. So that when activating your Gmail account, it will ask for your Airtel line, right?
Yes.
All right. Then do you have two-factor authentication on your Gmail account?
Not really.
Okay, if you forgot your password, your Gmail password today, is it easy for you to recover that password?
Maybe it may be difficult.
So with two-factor authentication and with your SIM card, with a number, your phone number attached to your Gmail account, it's a bit easier. It becomes easier for you to recover. Now, once these are in place, all other platforms you create, you can use your Gmail account as your address, right?
Yes, sir.
Now that is like the first layer. Then we go to Mr. Ssebalamu's ideas of if Dumba came and said, man, Mr. Luswata, do you know you have a 50K today you've won? If you just tap on this link, you must have that heart to say, Mr. Dumba, you're my friend, but please keep your 50K. So there you'll have saved yourself like 90% of the time someone will hack you. So to tembe now a G, is there also Mr. Gideon? To tembe now a G. So I think like Mr. Ssebalamu advised, we can have a whole session on just security. We can even invite the experts. Here we may talk as teachers with some bit of experience, but the experts will tell us what the hackers really do so that we really know what these guys are doing and how we can avoid. So, Mr. Ssebalamu, I don't have a lot more to say. Just want to thank you for this session, for opening up. I mean, okay, bring this up to us as teachers. I think it will help us, each one teach one, right? So if there is no other question and no comments, I think we can call this an evening and wait for next Tuesday. But before we go, by the way, what other topic teachers can suggest the topic we can have next Tuesday? Do you have any suggestions?
So may I hope we can continue with the any computing part 2?
Oh, part 2 of N computing. Okay, let me see if we can get the gadgets, and then I'll do that. I'll communicate during the course of the week.
Okay, sir.
All right.
We appreciate.
Yeah. So everyone, please have a great evening. Let's meet in the WhatsApp groups.